Greetings, James Todd from RotoViz. Today we're going to take a look at the Wide Receiver Similarity Scores app. You can find this app along with our other tools under the apps menu. We're not going to talk about the RB or tight end similarity apps. They function exactly the same way as the wide receiver app. So if you can master this one, you can master these. All right, let's take a look at the app. First, we have to choose the receiver we want to look at, and I've just selected Kelvin Benjamin. You could choose from any receiver going back to 2000. Either by scrolling through the list or by searching for their name. The app is going to give us some output in 4 different tabs. First tab is season N. In this case, this would be Benjamin's 2014 season. RotoViz goes through its database and compiles the 25 most similar wide receiver seasons based on the receiver's age and production. So here we can see Kelvin Benjamin's 2014 campaign, the average for all of his comps, and then who those comps were. What we're most interested in is the second tab, Season N+1. Based on what these comps did in the following season, this is what RotoViz projects is possible for Kelvin Benjamin in 2015. Rather than provide just a static projection number, we give you a range. So we're saying that the lower quartile of the range of outcomes for Benjamin is 12 points a game. The median or 50th percentile projection is 15 points a game. And his ceiling or 75th percentile projection is 19.3 points a game. The next tab shows you his game log. The purpose here is that maybe you want to exclude a game based on some criteria. You could exclude that week from his projection. RotoViz will then reconfigure the projection by excluding that week. The final plot is also instructive. It shows how those 25 comparable receivers did in their follow-up season. What we're looking at here is the change year over year in fantasy points per game. And although there are a handful of negative comps in here, overall this is a very strong set of comparables for Kelvin Benjamin. You see that the majority of his comps performed better in the second season, and several of them performed significantly better. Let's take a look at Jordan Matthews. So here on this tab, we see his comparables based on 2014. His range of projections, 10 to 15. His game log, so perhaps you want to exclude or limit the results. Perhaps you think this 11 target game is an outlier that's not going to be repeated. You could exclude that from the projection. And then we see his plot. Also very favorable overall. Many of the comparable players had much better follow-up campaigns. Thanks for taking a few minutes to look at the Wide Receiver Similarity app with me. Running back and tight end apps function in the same way. Good luck in your fantasy season.